Welcome back on the VST channel, guys. Sek here. Pixel feature drop for June 2023. There is really a lot that I can show you. This feature drop is specifically exciting because, features are really things that I hope we can see with our own eyes and touch with our fingers, guys. And in this case, for the Pixel feature drop in June 2023, there are things that really have been changed. Some of them are very exciting. Well, let's start. And by the way, if you're here for the first time, guys, you might as well want to sub for this channel. I do a lot of tech content. I'm doing videos for the Pixel, for Samsung devices, Xiaomi, Chinese devices, iPhones, whatever, right? So whatever I find interesting has the chance to end up here on the channel. Guys, the first thing I want to start with is the fact that I'm using the Pixel 7a, which is already the latest Pixel device, right? 7a and the Pixel Fold, as you know, are the latest devices. So if you want to get a full coverage of this magnificent phone, right, that is using a Sony IMX sensor, right, compared to the Samsung sensors in the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro and the 7 Pro, then you might want to check my full review and again all the camera comparisons. They're really exciting. But back on the June feature drop. Now, something that you might not know is that with Android 14, you are able to customize the shortcuts on your lock screen. And there are so many new good things specifically tailored at customization, lock screen whatsoever, and etc. You can also see here my Android 14 beta 3 video, because Android 14 beta 3 reached stability, platform stability, and it's probably 95% the stable Android 14. Now, how is this connected to the June Pixel drop features for 2023? Why? Let me explain. First thing, guys, that they introduced is a quick access to smart home controls. Now let me explain. You can see here, guys, I have the do not disturb mode, and here I have an access to my home environment. So if I am to just hold it very firmly, guys, I'm going to enter here this new screen. This really give me the option to access my favorite smart home devices, and I can do this straight right from my Pixel lock screen. I am not using the Google Home app. This is very important for me to say. This here is not the Google Home app. If I am to press here, guys, I can also open, and if I open, you're gonna see this here is the regular and standard Google Home app, okay? And what you've seen previously is a new feature. You are now allowed to edit, access, switch on and off your smart home devices directly from the lock screen. So, for example, I have some lights to be controlled. I can stop them, I can turn them off. You can just see, by the way, it's really working. I am doing this. I also have access to my TV and to some of my other equipment. Now, for some reasons, I'm still not able to access full list of my devices. Let me explain. If I am to open the application, you're gonna see that I have also a climate device, right? This is here my Xiaomi Air Purifier 2. But indeed, many of the things are included, and you can directly do this from your lock screen, which is really, really exciting. And guys, I know that your attention is already drawn to what I have here, which is crazy good. But you know what? I'm gonna save this until the end. Now let me share with you some other important new features. With the feature drop of June 2023, guys, the Pixel 7a and also the Pixel 6a just become a bit more smarter with using smarter haptics, which means that if somebody rings you, guys, and you have your ring vibration, right, and you put your Pixel 6a or 7a on a hard surface, the Pixel will utilize adaptive haptics and will limit and lower the vibration intensity. And I think this is probably a good idea, right? Although sometimes I really like when my phone is hard vibrating against the table and I can really hear it from 3 rooms apart. But anyway, now with the latest feature drop, vibration and haptics have been even made more smarter with using adaptive haptics. And there are plenty of other new things, guys. Let me show something else. If you open your voice recorder, Google are claiming that right now with the latest changes, you're going to be able not only to record and of course to transcribe recordings, but also the software, in this case the voice recorder, will be able to export whatever you transcribe into Google Docs, and even more, generate speaker labeled clips. And also guys, you should be able to search for a speaker within your recordings. Now for some reasons I'm still not able to see it, right? Something like my name should appear here, but we know it's there and it will probably be released very soon. More updates guys. Now this is the Google camera, and I'm not sure if you know about it guys, but yeah, if you want to take a selfie, there are not really a lot of options, right? You can just probably get here and you get a selfie. With the latest feature drop guys, you should be able to place your palm, and then Google camera should be able to recognize this, and you should be able to actively trigger the shutdown button. Now for some reason this still doesn't work on my Pixel, but it's also a new feature. Google decided to introduce a dedicated macro focus mode available for video, but again, it's only limited to the Pixel 7 Pro, so I cannot test it, but it's crazy good because you now should be able to just take all these nice and little details and come up hopefully with better videos. So again, like I told you guys, this time Google are not joking around. They really included a lot of features that, like, I want to say, I can see with my own eyes and I can touch with my own hands, which means that I can do a video, which I'm doing right now, and show this to you. Speaking about features, you know that Google is investing heavily, as Apple and Samsung is doing as well, into personal safety. So right now guys, there is going to be also an improved personal safety mode. You should be able to tell your Google Assistant, hey, start a safety check for let's say 1 hour, and if you don't report back within this 1 hour guys, the phone will automatically reach out to your emergency contacts, which is actually quite nice. This can be utilized if you go climbing somewhere, or let's say if you go somewhere without any cell reception and you think that you're going to be out in 1 hour. Well, you get the idea. So personal safety really also upgraded, and you can also open it directly on your Pixel device guys and just have a little demo. So there are a lot of nice features and a lot of nice information, and you can of course, every time you want to use it guys, you can try a demo. For example, see what happens when you start a safety check. I'm gonna start it right now. Use a slider to confirm you're okay or get help. Safety check: if you don't respond, emergency sharing starts in 47 seconds. So you can say I'm okay now, or let's say if you have a problem, you can just press start sharing now, or even call 112 guys. In my case, I'm going to report that I'm feeling okay, but you get the point. For this feature to be operational, you need to go inside the safety check and prepare for an emergency, meaning you need to set up your emergency contact so that Google know who to call. But this is really a very nice feature. And guys, now see what I'm doing with my hand guys. I am doing this on purpose because this, all right, let me guys show you. I'm really excited for this. I pay a lot of details to visuals, and Google are now taking customization on a whole new level. Let me show you what I mean. If I am now to go on the wallpaper and styles guys, I can click here on more wallpapers. So the first thing they introduce is the so-called emoji wallpaper, right? Which is actually, it's a nice thing to play with and fiddle. So you can apparently go and just create your own style of emojis to be used for a wallpaper. There are different patterns, so you have the mosaic one, you have the lotus one, and of course there are also different colors. You can randomize these guys, and eventually when you believe that you get something nice, you just can click here and you can set this wallpaper on the home and on the lock screen guys. All right, so let me just show you. Right now I set it up. If I am to trigger even my lock screen, you're gonna see that I have this nice emoji wallpaper on the lock screen, and it's moving, so there are these nice animation effects. So it is a nice thing that you can play with, spend some time, and why not guys? It's really fun. And by the way, you see every time you just move around the screen, they will move, right? So somehow immersive, and it's a nice customization option. And if you click back on the more wallpapers and go to emoji workshop, you can save your emoji wallpaper. So let me just try to do something else. I, let's say, don't want to use those emojis, so I can just remove them, guys. And by the way, the list of emoji is almost like endless. So they included so many emojis, guys. I have a feeling that this somehow brings me back to the ASCII art memories. It really looks like an ASCII art, although it's not. So there are so many emojis, guys, and you can completely do whatever you want. It's all randomized, or you just can choose your own custom thing. So right now I'm using those one. After the emoji setup is set, you can just go and choose the pattern. So mosaic, lotus, stacks, there is sprinkle, and also prism, guys. You can also choose the size of it, so you can make it very big or very small. And then, guys, you can also go and choose for a color. The moment then you press set, guys, set the wallpaper, you can set it for the lock screen for the home wallpaper, and then boom, it crashes because I'm using a beta, but it still works. So let me show you, guys. Is there any animation? Yes, there is. They will start to move in a prism way, which I think is quite cool. But that's not the best thing, guys, that I wanted to show you for this video. And as I promised in the beginning, I am going to save all of this until the end. Now, what did Google do, guys? They are now allowing you to take a normal photo of yours, like for example, this one, right? And something here will appear. This will help you to transform your absolutely 2D photo into a dynamic 3D wallpaper. It uses artificial intelligence, right? So it's actually quite complicated. And the moment you click here, guys, you're gonna see cinematic wallpaper. Add 3D and motion effects to this photo. So the moment you press create cinematic wallpaper, the marvelous machine learning and also artificial intelligence from Google will start. It will analyze the picture, and the results are simply mind-blowing. I'm gonna do several examples with you guys so that you can just see what I mean, but it's absolutely crazy. And yeah, I'm not sure why I am so hyped about it, guys. I always love customization like this. See, I mean, it's just crazy. Every time you move around, the object will appear so lifelike. And this has been achieved only by using an absolute flat image. How does this work, guys? You can click here, all right? One more time to wallpaper and style. Click on more wallpapers, guys, and select my photos. Now, let me just go back and select something really amazing. For example, the one that I did before. Okay, I'm gonna choose this one. This is a photo that I shot with the very same device. I'm going to click here this nice button, guys, and I'm going to create a cinematic wallpaper. Now, just allow Google some time to process it, because again, this will heavily utilize AI, right? So it's just not gonna happen in 1 second, but the moment it's done, it will be so cool. So they call it motion effect, but we all know how it is, guys. It's parallax. And by the way, guys, see, it works every time you tilt the phone. I'm not sure if you see this, guys. There is a head. So the Pixel 7a is able to shoot some very nice photos. And yeah, again, if you want to check my videos, please feel free to do so. In this case, this girl is throwing the head in the air, and my Pixel 7a was able to completely freeze the picture in time. And guys, see here now, with this new crazy cinematic wallpaper effect, guys, I'm gonna be able to create this parallax 3D effect. And I know this is not really new. Facebook can do this, right? But I mean, Google, guys, it's Google. They just know how to do things, and it just looks amazing. So I'm just going to try several more examples to just try to convince you. If you have it, guys, just try it out. It's really cool, and you can use it on all kind of objects, guys. So let me just try to pick something that is a bit more weird. So let's try to pick, for example, this here. Okay, so it's a simple picture of a flower, again, shot entirely on my Pixel 7a. I'm gonna press here this specific cinematic button, guys, and it will utilize the heavy AI and ML, machine learning and artificial intelligence, to get to something like this. All right, and yep, why I do like this? Well, you have to have in mind, guys, I'm using the Android 14 beta 3, so although it crashes, it works. See what happens if I move around the picture, will become so lifelike. The cars behind, they move. So all of this here, absolutely cinematic, right? It's actually adding this depth of field, this parallax effect, and I do believe it's very powerful. So a lot of new features have been added to these feature drops, and if you're using the Pixel Watch, there's gonna be also some new features for you like SPO2 and plenty of other stuff. I don't have it right now, so guys, I cannot review it, but I really hope that you like everything that you see so far. I absolutely love what Google are doing right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And if you have the first time, right, and you have liked this video, don't hesitate, support the channel and stay safe, guys. PST over and bye.